Okay, we're live this morning. I think it is still morning. It is still morning. Good morning. Another cold night here. So sorry to say that, but I have good heat. So there you go. Today we're going to talk about how to stay sane when you're stranded somewhere out of your normal environment. I like doing these mini talks. They're designed kind of for people who don't live on the road yet and may like to have some information about things that could happen when you live on the road. If you're already living on the road, then you're going to identify with a whole lot of these things. Also, I want to mention you're going to find the link in the description to my Dream to Drive series, which, by the way, I've gotten some great reviews on that. And some people, actually in the last week, 3 people have told me they bought vans. So maybe doing something. Also, you have the opportunity to book a one-on-one with me in there as well. So how do I stay sane? Well, first, let me tell you why I'm stranded in the city, how this happened. I have been stranded in the city for 20 days. Okay, so I can stand 10 days, and that was kind of my plan, 10 days, visit some people, see my family, just kind of do some stuff and hang out. And my plan was to go and do some little mini excursions because there's places around here that I can go. And then I was going to do one big excursion, and I was going to leave for that 2 days ago. But that didn't happen. So I'm going to reschedule that for next month. But the reason that I'm stranded is because, like, on the 10th day, my generator went crazy. And if you know anything about what I'm doing here, my generator is what I use to charge my house battery so that it runs everything. My lights, my refrigerator, my heat, my water pump, my inverter, converter, everything. And so without that, I can't go off grid because I have no way to power everything. And people say, well, what about your solar? I do have solar. It's not enough to keep everything charged, to keep my house battery charged. And I do have some other power sources, but they're not enough. This time of year, they need to run my heat. It's like in the 30s at night. And so I need my house battery to be charged in order to do that. So I'm stranded without a generator. Currently, I am plugged into the electric at my daughter's house, which is okay. But for the last 20 days, you've seen me sit right here. I can't sit here any longer. I need to get out. I went to my generator's at Cummins. It's a Cummins own, and there happens to be a dealer right here in Amarillo where I am. That's where my generator is, on somebody's workbench over there. And they tore it apart. It needed a wiring harness. Once they tore it apart, then they could see there was another piece that was also broken. And so they had to order that and said it would take about 3 weeks to get it in. But I went over there again yesterday, and hopefully they're going to have the part in tomorrow, which probably means they won't get my generator put back on until Monday. So I'm stranded here for a few more days. So what do I do when I'm stranded? Well, first of all, I do go a little bit crazy because dogs barking over here. There's a lawnmower going on over here, and he just many problems with it. It's going, The noise pollution with the traffic and the trains and the light pollution with all the lights and the street lights. It's just too much. When you're used to living off grid, it's just too much. During the day, I don't want to say this fortunately, but for the last, not yesterday, but the last 3 days before that, the weather wasn't great. It wasn't actually raining a lot, but it was really foggy. It was cold. It was damp. It was miserable. So those are the kind of days that I like to stay in the van anyway, run the heat, eat soup, watch a movie. But now the sun's back out. And for the next 10 days, it's going to be in the high 60s, low 70s, which is like perfect weather. In the meantime, I've got to find a way to not actually go crazy. Every day, we go to Walmart. I usually need one thing. Yesterday it was bread. Today I need to get fresh bananas. Not that Walmart is in any way keeping me sane, but it is a distraction, obviously. I used to go and just wander around stores and malls and all that kind of thing, but I don't know, the last whatever, that really hasn't kept me occupied either. So what I've been doing is every afternoon I go to the park. There's a nice park around here, and it's usually not that crowded. They have a dog park there. Matrix, can you stop doing that, honey? And I'll tell you what, he's getting stir crazy too, because we live outside 50% of the time during the day. I'm going to say, okay, enough. Come over here and say hi to everybody. We live outside, and we just haven't been able to do that. He's been on leash ever since we've been here, and he's not used to that. Anyway, we go to the park. It's a nice park. We can walk around. Actually, I can take him off leash at the park. Just wrote the BALL for him a little bit. Not really supposed to, but he doesn't go anywhere, so I'm just going with the flow. I go over there. I'm able to sit outside, but I want it so that I can put my chair and all of the things that I'm used to. What do I do to stay sane? I'm not sane, so I don't know. Somebody in the comments, please tell me what you would do to stay sane. We'll be going to the park here in a little while. I got to go dump, so a little distraction for the day. It's kind of like we're just crossing off the days here, wait until we get the generator back so we can get back off grid. I did not realize until I was stranded in the city, not 10 days, not voluntary, hostage in the city, how much I disliked it and how much I really miss being off grid. My next van will not have a generator. I will have DC to DC charging, and I probably will have that installed anyway, just as a backup, because I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I've got two vans, and they both had the same kind of generator. And like this, the one I'm having here now is only a year and a half old. And I was in Flagstaff, and I was stranded off grid. And I was able to manage it because it was sunny, and I didn't need to run my heat. So I was able to manage it, but I was 3 weeks waiting for the generator to come in. I'll never have another generator ever. And but you can see he's going crazy too. We're both going stir. So we need to get off grid. We need to get out of the city and off grid. So prayers that my generator will be fixed by Friday. Maybe I can get out and off. I can get out of the city by Saturday, Sunday, Monday at the latest. And I got I got to do my mini talks, all my videos outside, and I can't wait to do it. So anyway, that's it for today. I'm just trying to stay sane. People are driving in, driving out. Just too much going on. I got to go to the park. Jeez.